Do sea stars have eyes? How does starfish move without a brain? Why do sea urchins wear hats? G'day wildlife friends, it's Nathan from the Wildlife Movement here with another Question of the Week episode. Every week we pick 3 questions to answer from our students, our viewers, or that we found on the internet to spread the message that nature is a fascinating place. Also, make sure that you stick around to the end of the video to test your own animal knowledge with our audience question of the week. Our first question for this week is one that we are often asked by students in our programs, and they want to know, do sea stars have eyes? Sea stars have an eye spot on the end of each of their arms, which looks like a little black dot. These eye spots can't form a clear image like our eyes do, but the sea stars can use them to distinguish between light and dark. In 2014, a group of scientists studying blue sea stars found that they used their vision to navigate back to their home reefs when they became displaced. Blue sea stars that had damaged eye spots were unable to make their way back home. There is a link to their research in the description of this video, so make sure that you check that out if you want to know more about how they discovered this. Our second question is one that I was asked during a program that actually left me scratching my head. A student wanted to know, how do starfish move without a brain? Starfish and other species of echinoderms like sea urchins and sea cucumbers move around using tube feet which are spread all over their bodies. These tube feet have little suction cups on the end which allow them to stick to the sea floor. They are able to do this because each of their tube feet is connected to its neighboring tube feet. So as one tube foot begins to move, the neighboring tube foot also starts to move as well, and pretty soon all of the feet on one arm are moving. As that arm begins to move, the neighboring arms feel that movement and they start to move in that direction as well. And pretty soon, the entire sea star is moving in one direction. Our third question for this week is one that I found on the internet, which was, why do sea urchins wear hats? This question led me down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I ended up on Etsy where I found a few stores that have actually started creating hats for sea urchins. In the wild, sea urchins often cover themselves with shells, algae, and rocks. Scientists have suggested that they may do this to protect themselves from injury if they or other objects become dislodged due to the waves, or that they may do it to protect themselves from UV radiation. I also like to think that they probably do it because they know that they can rock a cowboy hat. Now it is time for our audience question of the week, where you have a chance to test out your own animal knowledge. In last week's video, we asked what animal the shell in this video clip belongs to. Well done if you guessed a sea urchin. Make sure that you check out this week's Did You Know fact on our YouTube channel to learn more about the correct name for a sea urchin shell. For this week's audience question, we would like to know, what is the oldest living vertebrate on Earth today? Is it A, Seychelles giant tortoise, B, a bowhead whale, or C, a Greenland shark? If you know what the correct answer could be, let us know in the comments below this video. Also, if you have any questions that you would like answered, make sure that you leave them in the comments below and we may answer them in a future video. If you found this video interesting, or if you learnt something new, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like and check out the playlist right here, which is full of our Question of the Week videos. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video, and until next time, keep living the wild life.